Hey YouTube, welcome to day 11 of the 31 Days of Tarot Challenge hosted by Ethany. You can see all the prompts linked in the description below, and you can also just search the hashtag to see what other folks are saying about this prompt. So for day 11, we're looking at the Oracle decks we'd like to work with more in 2019. And instead of pulling decks out and showing them to you, because the Oracle decks I own, I think all of them were covered in an earlier video about my favorite Oracle decks, because I don't have that many. And really, I just want to work with Oracle more in 2019, period. So rather than showing you each of those decks again, I'll just talk a little bit about Oracle in general. So I'm very drawn to tarot because it has a set system structure. You can learn it, you can relearn it, you can dig so far into tarot and like keep learning more and more, but it is this one structure. And Oracle to me is both interesting and challenging because it is its own thing. Like whatever people want to do, they do. In fact, I'm actually working on my own Oracle deck. I do not know when or if it'll ever see the light of day, but like I do find Oracle to be really interesting in that it lets you just grab something and go with it and like choose words or phrases or images that mean something to you. And so I think there are a lot of really creative decks out there. And I like the ones I have, but I haven't quite figured out, like I don't turn to them, And so for 2019, I want to read Oracle more, and I want to figure out, when I want to turn to a particular deck. I'm actually hoping that the fact that I'm not going to do tarot daily pulls next year might get me to do more Oracle, because I think in some ways the fact that I do a daily pull means that I read less for myself outside of that in general, and that I tend to read more when I'm like, oh, I want to try this big spread, or like I want to do a thing for the new moon or something. I don't really just think like, what's a card that would inspire me today, or I'm nervous about X, I would like to pull a card for guidance. I don't do that as much, and I think Oracle can be really good for that. So I'd like to do that. I'd also like to do more combined readings, so more like throwing down some Oracle cards to go with my tarot cards. I mentioned in the earlier video that the Oracle cards I have don't necessarily match up great with the tarot cards I have. Like a lot of the Oracle decks, I can't really think of a good companion. So that has been a little bit of a barrier. Although so even though I don't necessarily want the wooden tarot, which is the actual companion to the Oracle, I have the, what is it called? Wow. Earthbound, that's what it's called. The Earthbound Oracle. So the wooden tarot is the companion to this. I don't have that, but I am thinking I might get the, oh no, wait, that's an Oracle deck too. I was going to say Oracle of Oddities, and then I realized that's also an Oracle deck, so that doesn't go together. Okay, well, I just don't have a tarot that matches this very well. Maybe I should give up and get the wooden tarot. It just didn't really speak to me. Maybe it's also an elemental thing, like trying to pair like this with another earthy deck. So yeah, I might play around with that some in 2019. So that's what I plan to do with Oracle, using the decks I have. And we'll see how it goes. I'll post about it and let you know. So yeah, if you want to see those updates, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll also be posting a video for each prompt every day in January. Thanks!